Now we should be straight. All the way. Thousands. They trying to hold us out. Are we good? Man. What? Do you wanna flip it upside down?
Why? What's wrong?
Well, because, you know, some people have a...
That was on the other one. Right now.
I heard they want the swag. I heard they want the swag. I heard they want the swag.
Oh, yeah, we good.
They never take it.
You know what I'm saying?
They never
Yeah,
take
we
it.
good.
They never take it. They never take it. I heard they want the swag.
All right.
I heard they want the swag.
Try it again.
I heard they want the
Yeah,
swag.
we should be Gucci.
I heard they want the swag. They never take it. They never take it. They never take it. They never take it.
All right, we
They
back.
never take the pain, no. They would never make it. What you think we the same for? There ain't no relating. Tired of being patient, man, in need of bacon with my 40 acres. Brought us over on the boat. Let a nigga slave for a nigga know. Mama give them what they want. Can't even don't take it. Better bend but don't break it. Go 100, no breaks. Yeah, we eating no plates. I heard they want the swag.
We back.
Yeah, we
I heard
good
they want the
now.
swag. I heard they want the swag. But they can never take it. You real niggas last. They blowing money fast. Smarter money back.
We back, yo. We back, yo.
They taking niggas' souls. I heard they want the swag.
I heard they want the swag. I heard they want the swag.
I heard they want the swag.
I heard they want the swag.
I heard they want the swag. They ain't never take it. They ain't never take it. They ain't never take it. They ain't never take it.
Got some good stuff tonight.
Let's talk about the bands. They put it in our hands. And watch us from the stands. Yeah, yeah, give us all the scans. And give us all the grams. They tell me who I am. They throw me in the cam. Damn, thought that we was fine.
I thought that we was full.
I thought that we was bros.
I thought that we was whoa, you know. Hey.
They only let us know that we'll never know. I heard they want the swag. I heard they want the swag. I heard they want the swag.
I heard they want the swag. But they'll never take it.
They'll never take it. They'll never take it.
Yeah.
They'll never take it. That niggas never take it.
Woo!
Niggas never take it. Niggas never take it.
There's a lot going on this week. A lot going on this week. Curious of what y'all think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact,
365. 365. 365.
while we getting settled in,
24/7, all that.
there was a trivia question from last week.
Big body records.
Whoa, whoa.
What is he talking about?
Anybody know the answer?
Ass nigga talk. Money over bitches is the song that I sing. On the skill of making mission, that's my fucking campaign. More money, more problems.
We're gonna give you that trivia question.
You ain't talking about a dollar. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah, I hope you tuned in. You now rock.
We got 20 bucks. Anybody who got it? Alright. Talking about the Black Panthers, right? And what was the organizations that the FBI used to go against them, right?
Exactly.
Alright. With the Black Panthers, what was the organization that the FBI used to go against them? I'll say it one more time. There was an organization that the FBI used to go against the Black Panthers. It was a black organization. All right. And what was the name of that organization? Give us the answer. Send an answer in the chat. And send your cash app. If you got it right, we got you.
All day.
$20. $20. We starting off with the trivia from last week. All right, you got the Black Panther Party. All right, with the Black Panther Party, what black organization did the FBI use to go against them?
And I'll give you another clue that's in the news. It's another clue that's in the news. They just released one of the leaders. Ooh. After I just brought it up last week, they just released one of the leaders.
All right. You get the answer. Put it in the chat. It's $20. Easiest $20 you'll ever make.
Facto. I upped the ante to 40 on a 20-second time limit.
Everybody want it, but don't know how to get it. Me, when I leave the house, I'm on the money, making this.
What you got?
We got crickets. Don't nobody know. Everybody Googling.
Hey.
You Googling?
Hey.
Every second on the clock, it's not all I can make. Trying to get them saying I can make them this bitch. Life is only what you make of this bitch. Ain't shit free, gotta take of this bitch. Get the tanks and I'ma break with that shit. Take head genius and a homie drive it. Break the break with that shit. 365 when it takes me down.
Still ain't got no answers. No answers. Ooh, this gonna be like the lottery. Republic of New Africa.
Who gave that answer?
Uriah.
Okay, that's our guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man, we appreciate the. That was a good try. It's not right though. Oh man, I can't believe can't nobody get this trivia question, man.
I can believe it because they don't publicize this. They don't want you to know the dirty deeds they've done to sow division amongst us. Two of our great political parties revolutionaries was pit against one another.
Yeah. Ooh. Uh-oh, young lords. Nah, man. That's
Somebody said that last week.
You know what? Hey, man. Look, man. I'm happy that we get in this. I guess that's a good question, man.
Yeah, very much so.
Damn, man.
Yeah, very much so.
Hey, look, we got a lot to talk about today, y'all. We're gonna talk about the judicial system. We're gonna talk about a little bit of entertainment. We're gonna talk about white fragility. Yeah, that might be a little too strong for your palate. You know, we're gonna talk about something new with the student loans. We're gonna talk about taxes. Some good news about taxes, but I guess taxes is never good news. And I know some of y'all way out of the tax bracket anyway. You know. Whoa. All right, what up, AJ? What up? Yeah, join us. Grab yourself a drink. Toast with me. Come on now. Yeah, we're gonna talk about You know, we're gonna talk about Baltimore. We're gonna talk about, some news where you get your news.
For sure.
We're gonna talk about Maryland. We got a new governor. We want to talk about that. We got some representation in the big house, in the governor's house. We're gonna talk about the term limits. It's a lot of there's a lot of people on both sides when you're talking about term limits. We're gonna talk about this new ad. They got Brandon Scott in the Air Force Ones. Yeah.
We selling out, man. We selling out.
Hey, man. Well, hey, I understand. Hey, look, enjoy yourself, man. Tune in, though. You stay tuned in. We're going to entertain you. You're gonna get a couple laughs for sure. We're going to talk about... we want to know what y'all think about Squeegee. About the Squeegee boys, the plan they got going on. We got a lot to talk about tonight. If it's something that y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. Let me know. Let us know. We definitely want to have a conversation with y'all. That's what we're here for. To share information. It's a collective. Woo!
Every opportunity I had, man, I took advantage. Me against y'all, man, I started off at a disadvantage. I don't negotiate, respect shit, I demand it. If you think otherwise, it's going down when you stand.
Nobody got that answer yet.
Nobody got the answer yet. All right, so I'm going to say it one more time. All right, so the FBI used another black organization they basically pit this black organization against the Black Panther Party. The clue was that somebody was recently released. A leader of that party was recently released.
Yes, sir.
So what is the name of that party? So you got the Black Panther Party, and then you have another party. What was the name of that party? And if you get the answer, we just try and get $20 away from somebody. You know what I'm saying? You could
They don't want it.
Yeah, you could put that dub somewhere. You know what I mean? Nobody.
It's Tupac's stepdad. He's the leader of what organization? What organization was he in charge of, or did he play a major part in leading? That his organization was pit against the Black Panther Party with COINTELPRO infiltrating and dropping letters and. What you got?
Anybody? Come on now.
Okay.
It's all good. It's all good. We can always come back to it.
Okay. There you go.
The Black Liberation Army, yeah! Yeah, hey, yo, put your cash app in there, shorty. Put your cash app in there.
Wow.
Yeah, you got it.
Wow.
You got it.
I gave enough clues.
I know. Dad, yeah, we was trying to get the money away.
I gave enough clues.
Hey, look, man, put your cash app in there. You just got the trivia.
There you go.
Money coming right to you.
All right. We ain't see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got Venmo. Already.
Yeah.
Already.
Got you.
The Black Liberation Army was another political group that the COINTELPRO, the feds, Hoover, would infiltrate and go to the different meetings and would drop off letters as if they were written by the opposite group, making threats, which kept those two black political parties at odds. Instead of them being able to come together and join forces, they were at odds because they thought that one another was against them. Just a small window into the type of deception that goes on to keep us separated.
Yep. Together is the only way. And everybody knows the proverb. If you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together. Yeah. Yeah. I know you don't know, and none of you know. So, all right, cheers, y'all. We want to get into some of this,
Boom. What you got?
Now that they talked about Mutulu Shakur. So Mutulu Shakur was Tupac's stepfather. It's also one of the things that I learned today was that he was a budding black acupuncturist.
Yeah?
Yeah. And in 1970, he began working with the Lincoln Detox Program, which offered drug rehabilitation to heroin addicts using acupuncture.
Wow.
Yep. Instead of the FDA-approved drug methadone, eventually he became the program's assistant director and remained associated with the program until 1978. He became certified and licensed to practice acupuncture in the state of California in 1979. And he went on to help found and direct the Black Acupuncture Advisory Association of North America and the Harlem Institute of Acupuncture. So, he gave folks a different, another option instead of using methadone to beat addiction, which is, that's actually a pretty cool thing, We are a innovative species. We can make something out of nothing, I went to the National Association of Black Storytellers event today, and they talked about the fact that we know how to make a way out of no way. We were brought up in that type of environment. So, that also takes me to another point, or another thing to talk about. They letting Mutulu Shakur out, and then they putting Grandmaster Jay in.
Right.
And I didn't know this until you put me down with it.
Right.
Now, just to give you a little context, apparently, Grandmaster Jay was standing up for us. Now, let's put it in perspective. The one thing about storytelling in our community is that context is the most important. You can tell a story, but you can't have a story without context. Now, this guy was in Kentucky standing up for us. Now, we all know that, in Louisville, Kentucky is not necessarily the most friendly space for us. We're not the most welcome there. I'm not saying that we're not welcome, just we're not the most welcome there. Let's put it that way. All right. After reading this article, they said that the police told this guy, oh, wait, can you give him a little bit more context in terms of what he was doing before we actually tell him how he got locked up?
Well, he organized other former military, Black American former military soldiers, per se, who were willing to march with him with their weapons. And they went to the Klan headquarters. This all sparked after, what's his name? The one that got the knee to the neck.
George Floyd.
George Floyd, don't hold it against me. I want to say Freddie Gray so bad, but George Floyd, after George Floyd incident, they organized the Not Fucking Around, crew or committee, and they would march with their weapons. Same thing that the Black Panthers did and the Black Liberation Army did, because they understood their rights to bear arms and such. So, with the ability to organize like that, that's always a threat. So I guess they found a way to arrest him and charge him, to get him off the streets. And recently he's been convicted for trumped up charges.
He basically, what he did was they did some organizing, and the police told him that there could potentially be some officers on the roof, and if his gun is pointed at them, then they're going to take that as an aggravation. And apparently, the way that he had his gun, the way he was walking with his gun to an event, it was basically used against him because people were two police officers were on the roof and they felt threatened. Now, we want to see the video. we want to see the video because one thing that we know is that on paper, it's just like numbers. You can make numbers say whatever you want. On paper, you can write a story. You can control a narrative. And especially the system is on your side. And here's somebody who is, taking advantage of his constitutional right. He's an American, right? Taking advantage. And if we're talking about we want to be in a country where we want to put America first, then let's put all American citizens first. He's an American citizen.
So now he's going to jail for riding for us. What are we going to do to support him? That's my question. And it's a rhetorical question because I know that the answer is nothing. Because most don't even know that it's going on.
I had no idea. Till I read up on it yesterday.
That's why I say strike the shepherd and the sheep. They say strike the shepherd and the sheep are scattered. And I say shit, nowadays all they got to do is aim. They don't even got to strike the shepherd. Just aim in this direction, everybody's going to get away from them because they don't want to get hit too. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy at this point to scare us and to dismantle anything that we can kind of construct to get ourselves in a better position. But that doesn't mean we should give up. We just need more of us that are willing, more of us that are knowledgeable, and do something. Because we can't continue to go on this way, being silent, just packing up and going home. It's going to keep going on. And we got our children to think about and our young family members to think about as to what kind of world they're going to inherit if it's nothing here, if we're all gone and all they're left is under the power of those that hate us. So that's what you gotta think about. You know what I mean?
So the question is what can we do? And, you know, of course, like, we don't have all the answers, but as a collective, we can have conversations about what our options. We were sitting here talking about, you know, basically taking resources and using, like, whenever you have an abundance of resources, taking your abundance and instead of flaunting your abundance, using that abundance to change a like mind. A like mind's life, put it that way, excuse me. To change a like mind's life. You know, someone with less resources, how can we give someone with less resources more opportunity to do the same thing? I remember playing, you know, a basketball, reach one, teach one. You know, you got the, we heard the story of the talented 10th. Anybody familiar with the talented 10th out there that's with us right now? You know, we all familiar with, you know, it goes in line with paying your dues. You know, in terms of paying dues, it's not like, so I had a mentor. I had plenty of mentors, but one of my mentors told me that she didn't want anything back from me. What she wanted me to do was pay it forward. You know, so how can we pay forward what we've gotten from our elders? How can we share the knowledge that they've given us? You know, and it can't just be one. I mean, we can all do it separately. You know, we can also do it together. Either way, it still has to be done. So, you know, I'll get off my soapbox. You know, and the next thing I would like to touch on is a little while ago, matter of fact, and this happened, I think, a few years ago. A lady, her name is Robin DiAngelo, and I believe she's got a book out talking about white fragility. Anybody familiar with white fragility?
No.
No. Okay. Well, apparently, where that kid at? We used to pull that kid up. He was like, apparently. Well, apparently.
Okay, so Z says yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, we got one person in the room. So apparently, all right, put yourself in a white person's shoes. If we got any white people on here, y'all should chime in. And
how can we put ourselves in this shit? How?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I know. The world is mine. I say what I want. I do what I want.
No, exactly. That's exactly what she said.
Yeah.
She says that. Now, this is a white woman's voice speaking to white people about white fragility.
White fragility.
Can anybody take a guess at what that means? I mean, it's in it. Well, let me make it easy for you.
There you go.
They grew up in a world where it was a white world. So it should always be white and it should be all white. So if it ain't 100% white, then it's a problem. Then it means that something ain't happening right, something is going wrong.
How can a 100% white world exist? Who gonna wash cars and pick corn and shit? Who gonna, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't need to worry about what they're doing. But this is, so we also need allies.
Who gonna sell oranges on the highway? Who going? You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Look, we don't need to worry about what they're doing, but we do need to identify. We do need to identify voices that need to be louder, because there are some voices that can help make certain points come across.
hold tight. The young rebel says we do not need to worry about what they're doing. It's what we're not doing. They can't be who they are unless we are what we are. You're right.
Yeah, but that has nothing. The way that they feel about us.
You're right.
What do you mean? He's right, but there's a place for that.
Their power and privilege does not exist without our submission. Do I need to say that again? Am I right, young Thundercat? Let me know if I'm right. Their power and privilege does not exist without our submission. Please let me know if you underdig what I'm talking about. If you concur.
I personally think I don't want to. Let me choose my words.
Stu, let us know if you want to tap in. We'll tap you in. If you want to tap in, you know what I mean.
I feel like
the young Thundercat says yes, sir. Their power and privilege does not exist without our submission. That's what would liberate. That's what liberate Kanye to say that slavery is a choice. That's that thin line we tread upon, but it's true. You understand what I'm saying? But it's true. No one has an authority if you don't give it to them. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No one can have all of the economic and financial power if you don't give it to them. We give it. Look at Black Friday is coming up. Look how much more of our wealth we're going to allow to be transferred when a recession and depression is upon us. Watch how we still go and give away what little bit we do have.
So let's
to further empower the ones that are killing us.
So numbers make a lot of sense, right?
I'm listening.
We make up around anywhere between 10 and 13% of the population. We are nowhere 10%. Think about it like this.
Well, hold on. Why are we giving them authority? Because that's what we've been programmed to do. What do you think the buck breaking? What do you think the buck breaking did? What do you think that did? That was establishing their authority and amongst the whole plantation. That if we can take your biggest, strongest buck and whip him to submission and tear his ass in half and castrate him and fuck him up the booty hole in front of all of the women who adore him because he's the biggest one, that's establishing who's truly in charge. That the small white man with the whip was stronger than the biggest buck on the plantation. So that's how we got to why we give them an authority. They established it. Do we have to? He who gives you the diameter of your knowledge prescribes the circumference of your activity. Who authored that? Who authored that, young blood? Go ahead. My bad.
No.
I'm taking the feedback from,
I understand. We make up 10% of the population.
Who gives you the diameter of your knowledge prescribes the circumference of your activity. Right.
Yeah. If you control the information that you get.
There you go. So you're going to make all your decisions out of ignorance.
Yeah.
Thinking that this person is in charge because
you
thinking this person, I'm going to give this person the authority over me and my family because he is the one that cuts my check. So what do? We work when we don't want to work. We eat shit because we know we got bills and we want to do things and we don't want to disappoint our family. So we eat shit because somebody else signs our check. You understand what I'm saying? And they know that. and they exercise that. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, I would like to take it to the point that where, like, why did they kill Fred Hampton? Why was Fred Hampton killed?
Because he could organize.
Exactly.
And not just
he wasn't just organizing black
people. There you
people.
go. That's what I'm talking about.
It's way more poor white people in this country than there are poor black people.
But you know what? They share the same ignorance as poor black people. That that it's not the same in terms of what they subscribe to, but it's still ignorance because they think that they know that they're poor.
They would rather be poor and white and loyal. They would rather be poor and loyal to their fellow whites than
because if it comes to
be about economics.
If it comes to the soup line, who you think gonna get the bread first? They are. They are.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
So
at any time,
as humans, are we opportunists then?
What you mean?
That means self-preservation is the first law of man.
Opportunists, and they don't give us opportunity.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like.
Well, you have to take it. You have to create it. You know what I'm saying? You have to create it. You have to create it out of, just like we've always done. We ate the worst part of the pig. We ate the greens out the ground. We know how to make, something out of nothing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But when we do that, they come and they find a way to take it.
Yeah.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. And currently, entrepreneurship is under attack in a very major way that people are not paying attention to. You see what I'm saying? That liberation that came during COVID, when it was supposed to be a bad thing, but we turned it into something else, and everybody, went into business for themselves, and for some it became very successful. But now they're attacking from the back door that makes it a little harder for the small businessman to function. You see what I'm saying? And even if you did, how can I say it? Even if you did finagle your PPP, now you're coming back for that. You see what I'm saying? So it was like a way to get all of the small businessmen on the hook. You see what I'm saying? You see that? How it was able to call them out of the darkness. Or you need some money, come and apply for this. No, niggas gonna cook their numbers because they want you do it on any application to get what you want. Right? Yeah. To get what to get what you need. Only for somebody to say, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got you. Now this will set the majority of you down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lip, what up?
Yeah, what's up? Welcome everybody joining.
Yeah.
We talking some real shit on here. So, don't be afraid to chime in. You know what I'm saying? Share your thoughts.
Right.
Like me personally, what do you say? We can
be one as the hand and separate as the five fingers. Right. See, we see how you know that, we know that.
Yeah.
How the question is, how do we get more of the majority to get that understanding? That's the thing. How do we get the majority to get that understanding? That's the thing. You know what I mean? What did Harriet say? She could have freed more slaves if they knew that they were slaves. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
So while everybody fighting and fucking, shaking ass and shooting, they represent that same demographic of people who don't realize that they slaves. That you're buying into the trap, which is through social media. You think that you're rewarded for that bad behavior, but that bad behavior is gonna help them to deem us as a whole as undesirable and get everybody else to agree with it. How do you think Hitler killed millions of Jews while the rest of the country ate potatoes and went to work and shit like that? Because he got them to agree that that the Jews were undesirables. Those German Jews were undesirables. And so they didn't mind what happened to them. Well, the same thing is happening to us right now with the way we conduct ourselves. We can keep going this down this path, and we'll be deemed the same way, and nobody will care what happened to us. It's already like that. So when the police kill one of us, nobody cares. When, you know what I'm saying? Nobody cares what happens to us. You feel what I'm saying?
All right. So in terms of accountability, then how do we hold each other accountable to, can we hold each other accountable? One.
That's an internal war. That's an internal war.
Well, are we willing to have that?
What it takes is the ones who are the influencers, but all the influencers have been bought. All of them have been bought, right? All of them have been bought. Your Kyries and your Yays, that's why they're under such attack, because they are rebelling. They are influencers that are not going along with the script. And so what are they doing? Then they're crucifying. Well, what are we doing? We're making memes about the shit and think it's a joke. When it's truly a demonstration. You see what I'm saying? So my question is this. It's a good question. I'm looking for a real answer. Who is an ally to the black man? Right? White man is an ally. Everybody deems him an ally because he gives them money. Right? Your Arabs, your Asians, your Hindus, your Hispanics, you know, whoever, right? Not so much Hispanics, but yeah, right? But who is an ally to the black American? Who do we have that we can side up with? Who will side up with us? It's a rhetorical question, but I would like to hear someone else's thoughts. Who is an ally to the black man? What outside of us, who can we team up with to form any kind of forward movement and create some numbers? Who is an ally to the black man? Please, somebody tell me. Who fucks with us, in short? Who out, you understand what I'm saying?
I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna wait before I get my answer.
You understand what I'm saying? Who is an ally? Please.
Gotta be our own ally.
Shit.
We by ourselves and against ourselves.
Yeah.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. However.
But there is no enemy of your enemy publicly. Now, all of them same people don't fuck with them, but they pledge allegiance to them because of the benefits. We talked about that last week. Why, you know what I'm saying, who doesn't want to have these kind of conversations? The benefactors. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say, who's an ally at this time? In the whole wide world, who's an ally to the black man? Who would ride for us in our time of tribulation, great tribulation? Who gonna ride for us? Who gonna stand with us? You understand what I'm saying? What nationality is an ally to the black man? Do we have any other nationalities that's an ally to the black man? I'm curious. Gotta be our own ally.
I think
absolutely.
I think me personally, I think we can't make it about color. Like internally, we gotta make it about.
Yeah, I'm just talking about understanding. Understanding, like, okay,
crickets.
You can't tell me that these other nationalities can't look at what's going on with us and say, "Damn, that's fucked up."
Because people don't ally based on the only ally you have, you know what's the black man ally? Green. Money. As much as you can make, or you can make someone. That's what and those who your allies are. And they're going to only be your ally until you fuck it up. Until you fuck it up.
And we do that. That's what I'm saying.
And
our
that's
behavior. So if the Arab, right, if the Arab or the Asian or the Hispanic or the Hindu, whoever, even had any empathy for our plight, we fuck it up when we interact with them. We live up to the stereotypes. You see what I'm saying?
No, I think I think the media kind of blows those situations out of proportion.
I'm going by just my own observation, not even what the media does, but just, you understand what I'm saying? I'm going by my own observation. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's got to be now. Respect has to be. Respect is given and respect is earned. You know, you got to give respect to get respect. I understand that. Are we not teaching? Are we not teaching respect? Are we not teaching respect?
Nope.
I don't talk to individuals from other cultures, and they all say that their parents tell them not to trust black men.
Exactly. I've been knew that, and I've had a few admit that. Exactly. Even Africans. Remember when we was at your house for the birthday party, and I was talking to Troy's old lady, and she's Kenyan.
I think so.
And she admitted it, that they're taught not to fuck with us. Excuse my language, but they're taught that. So and that's Africa.
They're dispossessed people all over the planet. We aren't riding for them. First Nations people.
Shit, niggas.
Yeah.
American
Aborigines.
niggas ride for everybody, but their own kind.
Wait. We do?
Yes, we do.
What, in the military?
Let a motherfucker put a sad story across your path, and watch we don't feel like, oh, I wanna back them. Oh, that's wrong. You understand me?
Oh yeah. Oh, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you about a story that
How many of our grandmothers and mothers and sent money to those funds and shit? You know what I'm talking about? When they had a little motherfucker with flies on his face and shit. How many of our people then sent money to that shit? Yeah.
But our buying power is only but so strong. You know what I mean? Even every black person can spend every single dollar that they got, and every dollar that they getting, and it's still it might move the needle a little bit.
Nip said the Native Americans was with us, but something happened where they don't fuck with us anymore. You know why? Because they got it. They felt like they was first. They was the first niggas. They was slaughtered first. Right? So somebody that was getting beat up before you can't really feel you. You know what I mean? It's
you gotta take that. Yeah, what you gonna do?
Yeah, it's like, yo, we was already, you know what I mean? So get in line. You know what I'm saying? Get in line.
Or we can get together. I mean, I think it brings me back to Fred Hampton again. What did he do? He said, look, we're going to unite over a common cause. A common cause. And that's when they went to get him.
Yeah.
You know, they was fucking with him when he was organizing with black people. The moment he started the Rainbow Coalition, that boy gotta die. He gotta die. It ain't enough money. It'll never be enough money. You talk about the pyramid. You got,
for sure.
You got that pyramid, the 1%. That 1%, if the 1% gonna eat more than everybody else, then you got 99% of people that can get together and control the pulse of society. And you even think about it like this. Something as simple as voting, and we understand that, all right, there's politics involved, and there's a lot of money and stuff involved, and there are things happening behind closed doors. You got people funding. Matter of fact, even we can talk about think about Question K that was on the ballot. If you live in Baltimore City, they talked about term limits. You had the Sinclair Group, who owns like the news companies in Baltimore and Baltimore County, saying that Baltimore has to have term limits because they want to see different people in power. It's money. It come down to money. It come down to people wanting to control culture with their money. The people, what did 2 Chainz say? Big bank take little bank. If I got all this money came from what? Where you get the money? Where you get the money from? You got it from your parents. You know, you got it from your parents. Why? You got some people out here actually working for it. That's who the allies are.
Who?
The people that actually had to work for their bread. To actually had to get down and dirty and work for it. They wasn't giving it.
When we're being painted as lazy.
No, that's just all stereotypes. All stereotypes ain't, you know, they don't fit. All stereotypes don't fit.
The closest thing we have to an ally is the youngin, the children, right? The children of other nationalities, like somebody said over here, that fuck with us because of our music, right? And our culture and our style. Because we so cool and we, you know, the children of our oppressors, the children of other nationalities that don't fuck with us, those are our allies. But you have to wonder how far they willing to go with us. I don't think they willing to go all the way to the mat, but I think they'll do things like vote a certain way. Mm-hmm. I think they'll support to a certain extent. Right?
Temporary allies, okay.
Yeah, but that's better than none, and that's what we have to seek out.
So that's a start.
But yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And until we can prove that we want to help ourselves and that we aren't as a whole the way we've been painted, then I can see them willing to go further. You see what I'm saying? But the more we allow ourselves to be shown on social media and other outlets as just fighting and fucking, shaking ass and shooting, you're going to lose that support. Nobody's going to take us seriously. You know,
man.
Not to say it doesn't happen in other communities, but we personify that shit 1,000%.
So how can we amplify the voices that can create more allies? Amplify the images and amplify the voices. Because technically we're in a battle of, it's big business to sell hate and to sell murder, and to sell all the other, BS that's gonna continue the same type of order, right? What can we do to help change the narrative, even if it's a small bit? We doing this here. We having this conversation.
Be frank. Be frank. You heard that word in a long time? You heard that phrase in a long time? Be frank. That's not a man's name. That's a synonym for be honest, right? Stop co-signing bullshit. If you are wise and you know that a family member's behavior is unbecoming, and it's damaging us, find a way to enlighten them. Find a way to try to drop a seed. Most won't take it because that, like I say, that behavior is being rewarded. But to drop the seed, at least let them know that at least one person is saying you on some bullshit. And that's what we have to do. It's about accountability. Like, don't go along to get along. Find a way to communicate that and convey that to individuals who we right around that's on the bullshit. Find a way to get them to see, like, you're hurting us. You know what I'm saying? You're hurting us as a whole. And, you know, most of us are parents at a young age, so most of them already have babies, and let them know that you're hurting your own children with that behavior. That's what we have to do. You can't approach everybody because everybody is not that receptive and can react in a way that could create more problems. But where you see that you can, Thanksgiving is coming up. And all your little cousins gonna be around and all that type of shit. Create a cipher and try to build. Try to create understanding, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding within that cipher of your family members. Be that one, be that beacon, not being preachy, but just, be the anomaly. Be the one, be the brave one to say, hey man, that shit is that ain't right. That's not how we should do it. That's what I say. That's my solution. Start at home, start it with your relatives, start it with people you're in contact with, who you see on the bullshit. Don't publicly embarrass them, pull them up one-on-one and just talk to them and see where their head is. Because it all comes from somewhere. Right? So, yeah. He said, but I got to get mine out the mud. That's a phrase. And you know what you got to do? You got to shatter that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's a script.
Yeah, that's
a script.
It's being perpetuated.
Yeah, that's a script.
To continue to keep us
doing
the same old
The same
shit.
way I hear a lot of black women call Joe Biden Uncle Joe and Trump racist and all this goofy shit. They scripts. They shit that's been programmed. They all scripts. Let them know that's a script. You know what I'm saying? It's a script. We all got to get it out the mud. But
yeah, you ain't hearing shit when you came out your mama. you got some air. He was like, now of course we all had different circumstances. But I'm willing to bet that all of us with the same color skin had similar circumstances. You have your anomalies here and there. But we all face the same challenges.
So, another question. Are you afraid to believe? Are you afraid to believe? Right? I know that's
it's a loaded question.
Are you afraid to believe?
Quiet on set.
What's in that cup? What my man say? Don't worry about what's in my cup, 'cause it's my cup. Just know that it's good. You know what I'm talking about? And you're welcome to a cup anytime. You know what I mean? Cheers. You got something in your cup? Cheers. We thank y'all for being with us.
Yeah.
We got plenty in store. Like I keep saying, stay tuned.
Yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't be afraid to believe. What they say?
I think people are afraid to believe because they're afraid they fear disappointment. Right? So when we're talking about like on a spiritual level, right? Or just, believing, because what's this? It's a new term called manifestation, right? But we know that it's just about, you can speak into existence whatever you want. You are in complete control of your life whether you know it or not. It first starts in the mind and it's what comes out the mouth and then it's action after that. And you combine those three and your life will be completely the way you want. But it takes belief. You have to really believe it. That's how manifestation comes forth or things come into fruition. That's why I asked, are you afraid to believe? Do you feel like I'll just subscribe to the what is it? The security of a paycheck, and I'll build from there. And if that's so, that's understandable. But is there anybody that believes beyond of that they're truly in control of your own life? You have the power to control your own mind. You know what I mean? That's why I asked that question. Are you afraid to believe? And it's crickets.
Well, I think they controlling their own mind now. You know?
Are you really?
It's not a trick question. It's not a trick question.
Are they really controlling their own mind now?
I mean, to an extent.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's levels.
Ravens play tomorrow?
No.
Or they got to buy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I know most are thinking, what are they going to do tomorrow?
What's everybody doing tomorrow?
Without the Ravens playing. Who you going to watch? Cowboys?
Cowboys.
Let me say,
That's the first. Cowboys. We got any Cowboys fans on here?
Is the Cowboys, you know, are they not one of the biggest franchises?
I think they are.
All right, that's the first one come to mind.
Yeah, they worth a lot of money.
All right. You don't even think about the Patriots as much as you think about the Cowboys when you think about football.
No, they about to sell they get ready to sell the Redskins. Or they try and force you to sell them.
You call them Redskins? How dare you?
Oh, excuse me.
Right? You
Don't
ain't
cut us
bothering
off.
me. I'm just saying, you know what I'm talking about?
Don't cut us off. The Washington football team.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How dirty.
Oh, the Commanders, excuse me. That's what their name is.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we don't watch them. We ain't, you know.
He said he's going to put something in his cup and watch the game.
Yeah.
And not to knock that, right? But think about it. Football comes on from 12 to 12. Right?
From 12 to 12?
It's 12 to 12, basically. Don't the last game end about 11:30 p.m.?
It might.
NBC, the NBC Sunday Night Football, your last game is over at 11:30. First game starts.
He said, I don't watch men play with balls.
Hey, I've been boycotted sports when I saw the Ravens get rid of all of the mouthy black players after they won the Super Bowl in New Orleans.
Wait.
That's when I withdrew and knew that this shit is all about control.
You know what's funny about that?
Right?
You know what's funny about that?
What?
I watched Jimmy Smith's press conference.
Yeah, we did. And if it's something you want to talk about, put it in there. We let's discuss it. We got it.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
this what we talked about so far, man.
Yeah, but you know he catch up.
Yeah. If you want a little,
But take it from
you want a
here.
little synopsis.
But that's why I stopped watching sports when I realized that it's all about control. Like, you know, these players practice, you know, most of their young lives to get there to find out that they still were just employees and just slaves. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, hardball a sucker. What he said, yeah, hardball a sucker. Hold on. You see Peterson keep leaning on him on the sidelines.
I'm sorry, man. Peterson, what's his name? Peters.
How we feel about the Squeegee Boys? We're gonna get to that right after this.
Yeah. Oh, we got a lot of squeegee.
The
squeegee
Peterson
talk.
is that young eggy head dude
Yeah,
that was
Peters.
leaning on hardball.
Yeah, but Peters keep getting burnt because Peters guesses. He do a lot of guessing when he covering, but the problem also is he's supposed to get safety help. The safeties ain't helping him out.
Who is
So
Lamar go to?
Well,
He got to go
Andrews.
to Andrews.
Andrews.
That's the new Todd Heat.
Andrews better than Todd Heat.
I don't doubt it, but I'm just saying.
Andrews was the best tight end in the league last
Todd
year.
Heat was tough though. Don't take that.
He
from
wasn't
him.
number one though.
Well, he was tough.
but he wasn't number one.
He was tough.
Andrews was number one.
So he was tough.
Andrews was number one where you got Travis Kelce, what's his name? The other Kill Boy and Darren Waller. Like where tight ends is actually getting more yards than most of these wide receivers.
Okay, you dragging me out of my scope.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to put you down. Trying to put you down.
The Squeegee Boys, what's your thoughts on the Squeegee Boys?
Hold on. Well, now, all right, we can talk about the Squeegee Boys because that'll lead into something else. So, does everybody understand that there's a new plan? Well, this plan has been in place. I used to work with the city, and this plan was made a long time ago, and it's finally beginning to be implemented. I don't know if you heard, and this ain't news, but it might be news to you. They are identifying hotspots around the city where there have been incidents with squeegee folk. And because I mean, you see 13-year-olds.
Is there such thing as
all the
squeegee?
way up to
Is there such thing as squeegee girls?
I ain't never seen this. I ain't
no
never.
Girls?
Wait, anybody seen Squeegee Girl? Anybody?
The Squeegee Girls is in Colombia.
Yeah. Well, so basically, what they're doing, they're saying that what they're gonna do is, if you're squeegeeing in these hot spots, you're gonna get a warning. One warning. Second, you're going to get another warning. Third, you're going to get a citation. What do you say?
Why haven't anyone pleaded their case about we have wipers and fluid? Why are they getting paid at all? Fake hustle. I saw a few girls. Okay. Yeah, oh wow, you did. I was being facetious. But
I've done it. I've said that.
Oh yeah, you seen some girls?
No. I've said the same thing about what Yo said. Like, yo, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's innocent up until you add aggression. It's okay. Like it's not okay to press people and make them feel like they being robbed without a gun, like they being pressed. But it's okay to offer. Would you like your windows clean? Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but check the play. Now, people they'll prosecute you if you give somebody who's squeegeeing money, they're gonna come after you. If you give a panhandler money, they're gonna come after you now. And Hogan said this. He said we need crackdowns, not handouts.
So he's gonna crack down on the plug,
right
on the giver.
But then Ivan Bates.
So stop feeding the cats.
But Ivan Bates is the new state's attorney coming in.
Wow.
He said that he is down with the new squeegee plan, and he agrees with it. So the thing is they don't want to lock these kids up. Right? Now, the worst thing is you're going to give a kid a citation. You're going to give a kid a warning, and a citation. Right? They're not going to be able to find a citation and when they got to go to court. And with our population, we move around like nobody else's business.
So they have a warrant.
So now they're going to have a warrant. And then where they going to end up? So it's like, yeah, we doing you a favor. We gonna let you do this, but it's gonna cost you in the back end.
How many strays have you fed? They're not boys, they men. How many? Yeah.
Hey man, I know who you voted for.
So what do you suggest? What do you think is a good plan of action to quench this problem? What do you think is? I say, give them an opportunity to go to trade school.
Yeah, that ain't no trade. You don't need that.
Give them an opportunity to go to trade school. That's what you do. You know, or create, you know, if you don't want to send, then let's open some. If we don't want to send them to the ones that are there, then let's create one. I remember when I was younger, they had Urban League. Remember Urban League and shit like that?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, they used to have the Urban League. And they used to have resources, but of course they're not there because they just want to lock us all up. So, you know what I mean?
If you come from a place where you don't know nothing better, and it's like, yo, I can go out here, somebody gonna give me some money. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that shit. You don't know nothing better?
Yeah.
Like, you are a victim of your circumstance and your environment.
Yeah, Lip say, man, I used to do that shit as a kid, but not be pressing like these niggas. He said they tough. Man, I gave him a couple of dollars, little nigga, like, hey, big bro, you got a few more dollars. Damn.
Woo!
Yeah.
This ain't gonna cover it.
That's the problem.
What you mean?
That's the problem. Make it enough. Yeah, the fuck as you mean?
Nigga, we hey, look, we trying to go to work so we can get something, so we can get. We ain't helping none of them.
Yeah, they all bums looking for easy money. The real ones will work. Facts. I agree. I have no contrast to that. No contest to that.
So, okay, so here's the thing. Let me ask you this. Do you want to see, because you could create a policy and say, look, if you're going to be out here, you're going to need a permit. And if you don't have a permit, we're going to lock your ass up. You're going to jail.
Right. Make them take that money and invest it in themselves.
You going to put them in jail?
I like that idea.
And now if they got a permit, when they on the corner, they going, all right.
And now you can put your tent out that bitch. And the only way you approach your car is if somebody blows a horn, and I guess then they'll kill each other out there after that.
Yeah, that shit gonna look like, you know how like you drive by the Hopkins and Morgan, how they got them little booths out there with the little security guards sitting in there.
But then you can have water.
Yeah, water, cigarettes,
snacks.
And,
but
I mean,
to pay the initial license to be out there, that's a good start. You know what I'm saying? That's a good start.
Make somebody get a permit. But see, then if they do that, then you're going to have an issue with the little quickie marts.
What's that?
Like the gas station, people go to the gas station, they get gas. Now the quickie mart at the gas station, they going to make as much money because they getting their shit from the, right out the little corner spot.
And all this is because of inequality.
Inequality is economics. Economics. They made at least $100 a day, no tax. Woo!
That's another thing too. I'm surprised the feds ain't on their heels.
Yeah.
It's smoke screen, all the issues Baltimore have, and they focusing on squeegee.
Right.
Permit for an unwanted or needed service. Well, it's
right, exactly. It's not worth a permit. You're not gonna make any money. You ain't got a permit, you can't be out here.
I understand it being a deterrent. I can see that being a deterrent.
It's like, I'm gonna get a permit. Here's the thing. Half of these motherfuckers gonna be like, wait a minute, how I get a permit? I guess I can't do that no more. I'm gonna do it.
They're not gonna spend their money on it.
Nah.
You're definitely thin the herd. They killing and toting guns. It's true. It's dangerous. But Brandon, being a Baltimore kid, he has a soft spot. I guarantee you he looking at them as his nephews type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's definitely showing that he's not just trying to throw them away. That's what I get from his inactivity to do anything about them.
Well, no, the reason why he doesn't want, if he does something about them, then he's going to be crucified politically.
How? You trying to tell me there are other people in the political office that want them out there? I know none of them want to be bothered when they going to work or getting off.
No, they don't. I've had multiple people tell me that they've been accosted multiple times by squeegee boys, and they're getting off work, whether they on President Street or down on what? All it's downtown, around downtown and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember all the streets, but most people talk about like President Street and how it's like, yo, like, come on, man. Like, now I haven't had me personally, I haven't had a negative interaction. You know, now I also don't look like I got, you know how I get down. I ain't got shit. I ain't got nothing for you, yo.
But it's a clear sign of the lack of opportunity. That's all. That's what it is. It's a clear sign of lack of opportunity. That, you know what I mean? That given some other options, I believe they would take it. Right? You shut that down and you open up other doors for them, I believe they'd take it.
Well, so what they're saying is the ones that want to work, they're going to pay, they're going to give them a stipend to not squeegee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're going to give, and I think that's where Hogan was like, we don't need handouts, we need crackdowns. You know, but then it's like, all right, look, we're going to give y'all opportunity. But Brandon Scott said it's not universal income. We're not just going to give you money. It's an incentivized stipend. And they're going to put them in like different programs and stuff like that. Now, problem with these programs is all right, if I put you in a vocational program, there also has to be a job for you to go and get. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, a lot of people say they talk about like the welfare cliff. I've been reading stuff about the welfare cliff, and I've also at work they've been talking about welfare cliff, right?
I'm listening.
Where they say that you might have somebody who gets benefits and they understand that they can't make a certain amount of money with their benefits, or their benefits will go away. But the thing is like, all right, in 10 years from now, you're going to still be getting the same benefit. The cost of living will have increased, and now you're in a worse place. But nobody thinks about 5 or 10 years from now. They're just thinking about today, and it's worth it. All right, well, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm going to jump into this. And I'm going to make me a little bit more money. I might have to pay taxes on it and all that. But my ceiling is a lot higher than it would be. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the benefit cliff is.
The benefit cliff.
Yeah. Man, so, well, you know. Now, Brandon Scott trying to do something for the Squeegee Boys. He also wearing Air Force Ones and on ads and all that. That implies opportunity. Yeah, it does imply opportunity. So, I mean, it's opportunity. The question is what opportunity? Where the opportunity at? You know, I think it's also more than an opportunity. It's like, I think we touched on that earlier, like the accountability factor. Man, I've been to a lot of nonprofit school. They just trying to fill seats for checks. Only 2 good ones is Jumpstart and what else?
NCIA.
Jumpstart and NCIA. Well, then we need to promote those then. And I never heard of the 2 of those. You heard of them?
No. NCIA. What is NCIA?
What's NCIA? I don't know. What? That's information. NCIA. We'll look it up. We're going to check it out. Hey, look, fun fact, though, just so everybody knows.
Is Trump coming back 2024? I hope he is. If it ain't nothing else to stir some shit up.
Training school for HVAC and help you get your CDL. Okay, yeah.
Effective teachers in the system are so important. You never get effective teachers because they deliberately underpay them. So beyond somebody who loves to teach, they still got mortgages. So that's by design.
Yeah, and even the program that they had to help decrease teachers' mortgages to live closer to their jobs, they didn't decrease it enough to where it's like they made enough money to want to stay in the industry. You know?
Oh man, they do a good job, man. They done a good job, man.
Yeah, so pay them.
I'm just saying,
I think teachers need to be partnered with social workers. So my mother being a teacher and seeing how, my mother spent her whole salary on helping her students. You know what I mean? Just to try to motivate them or help them. And put them in positions where they can get experiences to help them grow. You know? And it's like, wait a minute, that's not your job. You can't be a teacher and a social worker at the same time.
You have to be.
Why don't you partner?
You have to be.
Yeah, but what happens if you have a social worker in the class and the teacher can focus on teaching? And now we're gonna mold these minds. You know, you got behavior specialists. They do it in these other schools. They got behavioral specialists, occupational therapists, speech therapists. You know, the teacher shouldn't have to deal with all that. The teacher should just have to teach and have all those other resources to be able to support the students' needs. If people really cared about the kids and they would facilitate that type of environment, what do they say? Like, you meet people where they are, you can meet them where they are.
You want a lot.
I do want a lot. I mean, they talking about, you got $1 billion. It's $1 billion. It's $1 billion budget. It's $1 billion, yo. It's $1 billion, yo. Come on, yo.
Yeah.
Like I said, it can be done. It can be done. Now, and the only way it's going to be done, though, now, let's say social workers don't make enough either. They don't. They do not. Oh, my God, they don't make enough money. And they got to deal with some real shit. And they be going into the cribs and all that.
Who go in the crib?
The social workers got to go in. Yo. All right. So all this time, you got people teleworking and all that and doing this and that. They got the hybrid shit. You got people going to work and working in environments where it's like, okay, I could do this. I can come to work and all this. But then you got social workers. They got to go out. I had one girl tell me she was working for CPS out in one of them jurisdictions where we not welcome. All right? And she walk up on somebody's property and he like, with a shotgun, chit, get off my lane. And yo, luckily, it was a coordinated operation. She had the police on her side. You know what I'm saying? But imagine, like that's something as a black person she got to deal with. She trying to help a kid that, you know, in another jurisdiction. She ain't from around there. You know what I'm saying? But that kid, that's a young mind, body and soul that don't need to be in the environment, and she coming in to try to help that child because the parent does not have the mental capacity to be able to support that child's growth. And that dude is trying to kill her. And she got to deal with that. And she only making $40,000. But that's just one case. And they got like 100 caseloads. Nah. You know what? You know what I'm doing? I ain't doing this. I'm done with that. I'm getting me something else. And guess what? All around the country, you got a shitload of social workers quitting their jobs. They could do something else. They're organized. You know what I mean? They're intelligent and they want to help people. And they can make way more money without the fuss. Without the threat of losing their lives. You know? But I think there is a satisfaction of, and I grew up in the family of people that wanted to help people. And I understand the satisfaction that you get knowing that you're doing, I believe that you're doing God's work. You know, God put us here for a reason, to be able to help people, you know, and people helped us. So we feel indebted to be able to help others, you know, just like I was saying earlier, paying your dues, you know, it's a part of paying our dues. We got to pay it forward. You know, how you going to pay it forward?
AI will destroy opportunity. This is not, again, you're absolutely right. But that's the same question keeps popping up. Okay, a couple, like, how can I say this? Like, a couple of quote unquote woke people, or, you know, the wise people is not enough. The masses is the problem. The masses that go along with the bullshit, that subscribe to the bullshit, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? We can stand, but yeah, turn it out for sure. You know what I'm talking about? But that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Is we can say this and that, but when you come down to, you know, the average person, they're totally okay with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing, is how do we get the masses to see what we see? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How do you get in there? How do you get in their psyche and reprogram them? You know what I'm saying? And I see it as, you know, I don't have the answer.
Yeah, I think it takes a community, man. If it takes a village to raise a child, then it's going to take the world. It's going to take the world to raise the world.
Like, you know? I say, I put that on the backs of all of the wealthy entertainers, moguls, athletes that we have that are black. That's their bill. That's their bill, right? They have the funding that we need to help our young people. Flat the fuck out. Every athlete, entertainer, business mogul, entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur that's making millions and millions of dollars, they should be commissioned to help their own city. Fuck bikes and turkeys. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck bikes and turkeys. Put these kids in programs where they can learn how to use their hands to make money, how to use their minds to make money. Fuck bikes and turkeys. I keep saying that shit. Fuck bikes and turkeys and backpacks. They need resources that is going to give them something that they can use. Every other nationality knows how to make money with their hands. I said it before. Every white boy I know knows a trade. Carpentry, bricklaying, mechanic work. And all they got to do is take a shower and tuck their shirt in, and they can get a good paying job. And they'll be buying property in no time. So fuck bikes and turkeys and backpacks. Every athlete, entertainer, black business mogul, everything that falls under that, they should be responsible for funding our people, our youngsters. Fuck reparations. That's corny to keep talking about that shit. They'll never give it to us.
Yeah, they've been waving it in your face. What are 40 acres in the mule? Have you ever seen it? Have you seen it?
The ones that's got those $250 million contracts and shit like that, they got our reparations. That's it. But if you too selfish to turn around and give it away, I was talking about earlier about the few of us who make money, what we do is we get this money and then we just want people to watch us live a good life and say that that's motivation. Ain't no fucking motivation. That's not motivation if I don't have the information on how to get it how you got it. You feel what I'm saying? That's not motivation.
He said Brown got a Wakanda in Cleveland.
But he can't do it by himself. That's what I'm saying. Look, think about how many athletes and entertainers there are just in this country alone that are black. And if they all did the same shit that him and Puffy did and whoever else doing their part. You see what I'm saying? Imagine that. Imagine if they all took that. Everybody should be responsible for the city that you come from to go out there and give these youngsters an opportunity. Ask them what do they want to do, what you want to learn. If they want to go to music school, whatever, fucking pay for that shit. Those tuitions are cheaper than niggas' watches and bracelets and the money they throw in strip clubs. That shit is a fucking insult for them to take that money and do that when we got so many youngsters that could go to school off that money. Yeah. Or we can invest in them and the businesses that they want to start and team them up with somebody who can help them set up business and be businessmen. It's a fucking insult for them to go in strip clubs and throw tens of thousands of dollars. And I'm going to stop there.
Yeah.
When you see one, press one. Fuck a picture. Fuck the autograph. Tell them motherfucker, pay up. You owe our youngsters, pay up. You know what I'm saying? You should be trying to make 10, 20 more of you. You know, we talked about that last week. Why go buy a designer bag for $15,000 when you can send 3 young boys to truck driving school? Makes sense, right? Now you got people making $100,000 that come from your seeds. And now they can come back to their communities and hire their friends and shit like that. Makes sense to me.
It's a direct impact.
Then to go fuck in a designer store and these people don't even fuck with you.
And you give your money away.
Come on.
Willingly. After it's already been taxed. And so nobody in your community is benefiting from it at all.
When you say Big Body 563, when you say you gotta walk that straight line too hard for the average mental, I can't do it. Too many vices. Are you willing to give it all up? Get what you mean by that? What you mean by that? They chill and have fun. Yeah, and that's the problem.
I mean, you
that's
what
I'm
still
saying.
Have fun.
So what makes you any different? What makes you any different? Like, if you came from the dirt and you know why you in the dirt, but then you get an opportunity and you get some paper, and it's like it's like the money. It's like the money is like that thing in Men in Black. You know what I'm talking about? They erase the motherfucking memory.
And
it's like a check, a big check, like does that. Like I've met some people in the music game and motherfuckers that was, you know, fucked up before they got their break. And I had a conversation with them. It's like they don't even remember that shit. They don't remember those times when they was fucked up. It's like they memory just get erased because it ain't like that no more. Doors open now. I'm invited to all the big parties and shit like that. And it makes it hard for them to remember where they came from. And you know what I'm saying? That's why I say, you know what I'm saying, I charge them with that bill to feed. Same way we would. I don't talk it. Give us hundreds of millions of dollars, and you know that's what we would do, right?
Yeah. I mean, we get back without nothing.
You can't help and have baggage. They are going to bring you down. You don't gotta attach yourself to them. Just create it. You just pour into it. Just pour into it. You don't have to handcuff yourself to it. if you're not that kind of person. I look at what Jalen Rose is doing. He's doing a great thing. He's got a great school, and he's hands-on with that. You know what I'm saying? I posted the interview he had with the EYL, the Earn Your Leisure dudes, the finance dudes, black dudes. Great conversation. And he tells you why certain people won't support his school. And because people generally give money to shit they can get glory from. But you see what I'm saying? But you can't fuck the glory. It's the satisfaction that I changed some lives. You know what I'm saying? I changed some lives because to change one can change a household. So that's a great trickle-down fucking theory. They're more than what they got for us when they say they're going to give companies tax breaks in order for them to pay their employees more money, and they don't.
And they just pay out bigger bonuses.
Right, that's the trickle-down theory that the only thing trickle-down is shit. You know what I'm saying? Because shit rolls downhill.
More work.
But the better trickle-down theory is I got 100 million, I got 10 million, I got 15, 20 million. And I help an individual, you know what I'm saying, or a group of individuals become successful. You see what I'm saying? And now that spawns, that spawns into more and more. What else we gonna do? Keep getting money and showing them that, what getting money look like? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't let your money get lost in administration. It's best if you can help people directly. Otherwise it's going to get lost in administration.
We need to act and move like a nation. Right, but everything comes from funding. You feel what I'm saying? Everything comes from funding, and that's why I'm saying they got the funding. Really, really peep what I'm saying. Everything comes from funding. If you don't fund it yourself or get like-minded sponsors or investors, right, or contributors, then you gotta go to the government to get a grant and shit like that. And then comes the red tape. Then there comes them dictating who you can and can't help. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But if we do that shit internally, and then you got so many of them, every one of them don't gotta give up $1 million. You got so many of them. Think how many black dudes is in the NFL. And that's just the NFL. I ain't talking about basketball yet. I ain't talking about baseball yet. You see what I'm saying? Just that's trivia for your ass. How many blacks are there in sports? And they all making what, at least 100,000, right? But we know 100,000 ain't a lot of money, so that you don't count. But those are the ones that got those big contracts. What are you doing with all that extra money after you get a home and a couple a couple cars and shit like that? What are you doing with the rest of the money?
Showing off.
Am I wrong for having these questions? Am I wrong?
Showing off,
Shit different now.
Showing off.
We got money more than ever. Right, and that's why we should be in a better position. And not only, listen, because it's the thing, this is the only fucking positive double, two-headed sword or two-edged sword.
So they say shit different there. They got more money than ever.
You got enough to invest in the youngins, and the youngins will listen to you because you got money. That's a win-win. Because they only respect the nigga pulling up with the Bentley or whatever, with the gold chain and all that old goofy shit, right? So you got the prestige and you got the paper. You see what I'm saying? That's a win-win. That's a win-win. That's a win-win. So when you see them, fuck a picture, fuck an autograph, press them, tell them, youngins out here need more out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck your backpacks, fuck your bikes, fuck the turkeys. You know what I'm talking about? Change some lives.
Yeah. We want more than good PR. More than good PR. Now, I wonder, man.
Am I wrong? Oh man, my bad. You know what I'm talking about?
Now, so
You know what I'm talking about? My bad. You know what I mean?
we can technically reach out to all the athletes that came from Maryland. And how am I going to pull up in a Bentley and tell you?
Because niggas that drive rigs get the kind of income to buy Bentleys. No bullshit. Who don't know that?
Oh yeah, they making money.
That's what I'm saying. So you feel me? That's what I'm saying.
They making money on them trucks, man. You can get your own truck.
Yeah. How you get that Bentley? I drive trucks.
Yeah.
They'll haul ass. That's all? Drive? You feel me? I don't gotta swing hammers and pitchforks and wheelbarrows and shit.
Kids don't want to eat, they want to stunt. Ah!
But you can stunt. You can stunt just showing how well you can drive a big rig. That's stunting. Right or wrong. That's stunting. You know what I mean? Not everybody can do that. Right? That's a stunt.
So
then you get a decent paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So when you buying the Casamigos and shit, then they'll see. You feel me? You can lay your stunt down from that. Listen, man. You gotta learn. We gotta teach the youngins how to get. Why do you think they took trades out of school? What's up, son? You good? Why do you think they took the trades out of high school? When we was in high school, they had shop. What's happening? Yeah. Look at you. Yeah. That's why they took the trades out of high school. When we was in high school, they had bricklaying, carpentry, mechanics, and they took that out. Right? Now our youngins don't know. They don't know shit. They don't have, excuse my language. They don't have nothing. They don't other than TikTok and pistols. So you can stunt from driving rigs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I'm wrong, that's why we here to converse. You know what I'm saying? He said just brag and not stand on anything is a waste. I agree. But in that tutelage, you're gonna instill certain values too. Now, not everybody gonna stick to them, just like we don't have to stick to them. But in that tutelage of because I think that you have to, with anybody, when there's a transformation, there's a certain therapy that's to take place. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with economics and elevation in economics and your financial situation, you need some mind altering things going on too. You can't just put money in people's pockets and expect them to be successful from that point. That's why I say we need to create our own trade schools and things of that nature. Not just school that just teach general studies, academics, but empower our youngins with the abilities. Even if, say, we're like coding, what's that, like STEM schools, right? And then what Nip and them had a STEM school. We need that. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're not doing. We're not offering them anything that's tangible, that's truly tangible. And if you start with a couple of them, they're going to brag, yo, I learned this, I learned that, look what I learned, look what I'm making. Because let's be frank. Or Tony or Jeff or whoever you want to be. But it's about monkey see, monkey do. From the negative to positive. You know what I'm saying? So,
which brings it back to, like, how do we promote those positive stories and show? So if kids want to stunt, we need to show, like from the beginning stages to the like somebody actually getting it. Because the problem is like, okay, somebody will tell you, oh yeah, man, look at what I got, and I just did this. But they're not telling you how. They're not actually showing you, like, this is what you do.
But your peer can. Your peer can. Yo, I hollered at these dudes. They sent me to school.
Yep, go down
now
there.
I'm making this. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Make a right. Knock on the door. They're going to teach you this. It's going to take this amount of time. You're going to make this amount of money. You take that money, you put it right here. You're going to go get this. And you know.
Who writes the curriculum? Rockefeller.
Who writes the curriculum?
Rockefeller. That's what he said. Who's teaching them? Who writes the curriculum? What people? Answer that. Hold up. Hold on now. I answered prematurely. I thought you were talking about the current education system. Who writes the curriculum? What you saying? Who would write it? Who would write it for our people? What you mean?
Tell them how you had the grind. Ain't all peaches. No, it ain't. It's a lot of sacrifice.
You'll drive truck $1,500 a week. Squeegee make half that doing nothing while listening to you. Because
you ain't gonna be squeezing.
That's what they say. The reality is they gonna shut this shit down. Then what you got? Like, you can't keep shooting people and beating people up. No matter who started it, you are somewhere you shouldn't be in the first place. Impeding these people's progress, and these working people, it's not gonna last long. That's why I said about being honest with your family members. Stop bullshitting. Tell them the truth when they on the wrong track, but not be preachy, but find a way to convey that plant that seed that what you subscribing to it doesn't have a future. It just doesn't. Like, it's gonna end. Like, because they can't see it, but we can. And I think the most intelligent thing you can do to a child is tell them what's gonna happen before it happens. You see what I'm saying?
The truth. Tell them the truth.
Right. And then that way when they see it, they'll know, like,
I gotta listen to
this was exactly. It's there, man. It's there. But we just can't sit back and eat turkey this Thanksgiving and crack jokes, man. We gotta communicate within our peer group and with our family and plant some seeds, man. You know what I'm saying?
We making headlines. Wait, well, who's creating those headlines, and whose narrative is that feeding? That's what it all goes back to. Because guess what? It's a bunch of headlines out there. It's all a distraction. Because the same stuff is going on different levels. This is just something that the masses can relate to. And I think that's what makes me so upset about it. Because, it sucks that somebody gets hurt. Because it's not right that happens.
Right, I know, right?
It's not right that it happens. Because if you're going to put it on blast, then put it all on blast. Don't just pick a sector and pick a lane. You know what I mean? Talk about it all and expose it all. No, we gonna expose this little bitty nothingness, and we gonna get y'all go ahead and get y'all riled up, lubed up.
Hey, glad to have y'all in the building with us, though. That's what's happening, man. This how we gonna make a change, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We press it until we, press it till we figure it out. Make an impact, man, and make some changes, man. Or our children ain't what they gonna inherit, man. No matter how much you spoil yours and raise yours right, they still gotta go outside with the rest of them.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Right. I know, right? He probably remember. I don't know. I don't want to remember me because I owe him a couple of I'm curious as to see how he gonna carry it. You talking about Bates, Ivan Bates?
Oh yeah, real billionaires buy the news to ensure they don't make the news. Exactly. See, we've been saying it the whole time.
Because jails were built by white men, but not for white men. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm talking about?
Huh?
Especially these new corporate, corporate owned, right?
They end up in there too.
What?
They might not stay as long as everybody
Well, let's
else.
talk about percentages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We're talking about majority, right? Everything I speak on is about majority because nothing is all, but it's usually most.
Yeah.
So I speak on majority, and for us, we as a majority we're in the red.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. So that's a problem.
Absolutely.
So you feel me? That's cause for the ring of the alarm.
But see, see the play about see the
He
play
said y'all
with that.
get too deep. Hey man, my bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
We just, you feel me? Where we at?
Oh man, we definitely overtime. We was having a good time with y'all today.
So don't get the mentally incarcerated. That's damn near everybody. They released Matula Shakur, right? And what's fucked up is at the most you can say is they released him from jail or they released him from prison. What you can't say is that they set him free. Does anybody get that? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm getting.
You don't get what I'm saying.
No, I'm getting an emergency alert right now.
Oh, word that we need to shut up.
No, it don't have nothing to do with that.
It's gonna be an earthquake.
Oh no, we good. We good.
It's gonna be an earthquake.
Nah. Nah. My bad.
Right. Y'all Ray Gibbs album gotta change the subject. Yeah.
What you say?
Rate Gibbs album. Gibbs album gets a 9 out of 10. It gets a 9 out of 10. It's good music. I would like for somebody to tell me an album that's comparable to that. If anybody here is a music head, Big Body 563 say that he wants to rate the Gibbs album. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. And I'd like to know if anybody else knows anything else that's comparable to that. Kyrie is good. Kyrie is good. He's good. He's good. You know what they said, right? They said that they doing this so that they don't have to give him the money that they have to give to employees that they fired during COVID. You know about that? You know about that? Album of the year, easy, yeah. Gibbs got album of the year, in our opinion, but don't nobody act like he don't exist, yo. We say nah. No, but you ain't hear about. It's a little delay, so you got a partner. But no, you didn't hear about that. Yeah. What's happening, bro? You alright? How was the Wakanda movie?
Oh yeah, it was good.
Yeah. What about it? I heard that I heard they made the girls look stronger than the boys in there. So you saw that?
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
I think that it was how can I put it? I think that it wasn't a little fair because, like, in reality, boys are much stronger and smarter than girls if you think about it.
Okay.
So it's really not fair because they made the boys look weak and the girls look strong.
Right.
So, I mean, it was a good movie. I just didn't understand.
So how they made the girls look strong? The girls was doing all the fighting? I haven't seen it. I'm just
The
hearing.
girls were, I mean,
Go ahead. You good. That ain't your concern.
I mean, like, then the boys was getting whooped. Ain't no boys really fight. Because it was only a girl and a boy that was fighting. So, and they made Black Panther's sister the new Black Panther.
See? So anybody else seen the Wakanda movie? I heard that it's the same time. They still doing the same thing of the effemination, making the men look weak and making the black women look strong and leaders. You know what I'm saying? You know, but even a youngin' can peep that, right?
I appreciate the covering.
What you mean?
I'll tell you about that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know, as far as Kyrie is good. Kyrie is good. That's all you can say. He's good. You know.
Now you see they said the owners talked to him and was like, yeah, we know he not anti-Semitic.
They got you because it's crazy because the house niggas changed their tune. You know what it's that? I think except for Bartley.
No. A bunch of the players was like the NBA, the union said they need to come to a different agreement or they need an answer for this because that's wrong.
That's Jason. Who that? Jason Williams?
No.
Who's the head of their joint? Jason Williams, right?
I don't
Ain't
know.
That his name? Jason Williams?
He ain't in the NBA. He on the talk show. But what's the dude that played for the Celtics? It's not Jason Tatum, but it's his teammate.
Who the head of the union for the NBA? Ain't it Jason Williams? You got the phone.
Yeah, my shit is dead.
Oh, that's your phone? Whose phone is that?
This is my
Oh, look up Jason Williams. Look up Jason Williams. NBA. Read dog what it is, man. Glad to have you in the building. Who? Brown, who you talking about?
him.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
No, not him, then. It ain't him.
What's his name?
NBA, hold on.
He played for the Celtics.
Chris Paul was, yeah, but not no more. Who was the nigga? I thought it was Jason Williams. I must got the wrong number. NBA, what is it? The NBA what?
Brown, what's his name?
What is it? The NBA, what we talking about?
NBA Players Association.
Players Association, okay.
NBA PA.
NBA PA?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, NBA PA.
Jaylen Brown, there you go. Jaylen Brown, he was the one that said, nah, we don't agree with that.
Okay.
He's like, y'all got to come to another, we are appealing that decision and all the stuff that you made him do, you ain't make nobody else do no shit like this, no stuff like this, excuse me. You know, what y'all gonna do?
Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, he played for the Celtics.
Him? No. What the hell is him? Yeah, him?
Yeah.
That's not who I'm talking about.
But he the one that was making noise.
But he's not the NBA.
But he was speaking for the players. He was the one speaking for the players. He might not be there, the president or anything like that.
What basketball player are y'all talking about?
Him. He played for the Celtics. He one of their guards. So you got, they technically got 3 guards. They got Martin Smart, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown.
Okay, the presidents is Chris Paul, Jaylen Brown, and somebody whose name I can't pronounce. and I won't embarrass myself trying to do so. It's some. I'll pull it up. I'll see it. Where Kaepernick got that check. Kaepernick chilling. You know what I'm saying? They gave Jay-Z a check to come out and tell everybody it's time to get over that shit. And they gave Kaepernick a check to shut the fuck up. And that's what you got. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Flat out. Now, Jay-Z got the job as what? Music director or some shit like that. Or the Super Bowl. And they gave Kaepernick a check to just chill the fuck out. And that's it, you know.
Well, he's also making a bid with Bezos for the Commanders.
Yeah, he getting in. He the spook that sat by the door, but he just stingy. He's selfish. You know what I'm saying?
You know, somebody eating with him.
Yeah.
But
once again, that's what I'm saying.
We ain't eating
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
it's been real.
So we you know. So, do we want to do this trivia? We ready for the trivia? Trill-ass trivia?
Yeah, you got it?
I got something easy. You got something? I got something easy.
I don't have nothing.
Yo, we live. We doing something. That can wait. Big. Now, Trill-ass trivia, do you have something? I got an easy one. That's why I said it's super easy. I just wanted to, after that BLA that I dropped that was, you know, challenging last week, I figured I'd do something easy.
Give me an easy one?
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready for the trivia?
What Ravens player has the most Pro Bowl appearances? Just yeah, they got their own competition going.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Did somebody answer?
Nope.
So since it's so easy, we're gonna put a time limit on it. We're gonna do a 20-second time limit. What Ravens player has the most Pro Bowl appearances? We ready to start the time? Because it's so easy. Right or wrong, don't you agree?
Oh yeah. Look at yeah.
So we got us a winner.
All right.
That's got us a winner. So put your Cash App in.
Yeah, we got it.
Well, I took it easy on y'all this week. I got another one. Second chance, another chance to win.
Nah.
Yo, he ain't got no girl, do he, yo?
Yo, why don't be talking about my team like that, yo. Hey, come on now. Come on, man. You mad because he ain't play for the Rams? You mad?
The Rams.
You mad, yo? You mad, yo? Tell him why you mad. Tell him why you mad, yo. Because you ain't had the best linebacker of all time? Come on, man.
He said Jim Brown. Not Cleveland, yo. Not Cleveland, the Ravens. Not that Ravens, the new Ravens. All right. Oh, yeah?
What'd he say?
The Rams is his team, too. All right, so, second chance before we get out of here, I'll give you 20 seconds. 20 seconds. In the movie Boys in the Hood, when the bully took the ball from young Ricky and he pulled out a lot of money and he said what? And I'm gonna start the countdown because it's easy. Matter of fact, I give you 30 seconds. Starting now. When the bully and Boys in the Hood took the football from a young Ricky and he pulled out a knot of money, what did he say? We're down to 15 seconds.
BB.
Yeah, we're gonna turn it up. Yeah, yeah, he got it right. Big Body 563 got it right. Put your cash app in. He said, I got enough to buy 100 balls. Yeah, see, I know that's OG shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I got enough to buy 100 balls. Put your cash app in. We got the Ray Lewis. We got the winner for the Ravens player with most Pro Bowl appearances. And we got the answer for the Boys in the Hood trivia question.
Yeah, put your cash app in there.
Cash apps in. And when I come in second place. Yeah, there is no second place. Remember that in life. There is no second place.
But there's a vice president and a COO and a CFO and
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all tuning in.
For sure. We're going to sign off.
Good knowledge.
See y'all next
Good
week.
fun.
More trivia. More information. Great conversation. More food for the spirit. More food for the mind. And we got more resources. And a lot of other things. Great music. Peace.